Man, she's just so condescending. And then she upset, she get triggered because Biden gets exposed for being on vacation as the Maui fires were taking place.
Okay, and it seems like the hurricane response so far is robust. Did you guys realize that the initial Hawaii wildfire response was not that good? Or is it just easier for people to get help from the White House when the president is not on vacation?
So the premise of your question and the way you pose your question, I disagree, just for the record. So if you were to do your reporting and speak to the governor of Hawaii, the senators of Hawaii, the folks on the ground, they would say that the president reacted in record time when it came to dealing with the wildfires, when it came to dealing and making sure that they got everything that they need on the federal level to deal with what was going on the ground. Let's not forget, there were more than 600 federal employees on the ground already to assist
The
with
nerve.
the wildfires in Maui. So your question is wrong. It's flawed in many, many ways. And I would advise you to go speak to the governor and the local and state officials in Hawaii.
600 officials on the ground already prior to the fires? I'm just saying, man, she doesn't even do her job. It's just lies in, lies out. I mean, even if you just look at her, she blinking all the way through it. I know you're lying. You asked me, he asked the right question in the right way, and she's over here like, I don't agree with the way you formulated it. Bruh, it was facts. I bet she left that proud that day. Just like, I told him off. Right. Man, she's the definition of somebody who hates their job. She literally just sits up there, lies, and deflects. Never chooses to answer a question either. Now, where's the compassion? Where's your heart at for this type of stuff? You know, is it all just checking boxes for you to be up there? Talking about some goddamn record time, but you ain't got no response, and it takes you damn near a week to go over there just to address it. I'm just saying, a lot of this stuff is not suspicious at all, Kareem. At all. Man, it makes you wonder, like, dude, does she even have a conscience? Talking about your question is wrong. How the fuck somebody's question is wrong? No, your thoughts are wrong. That's what's wrong. Now, I want you to check this video out that Oprah and The Rock recently dropped in relation to raising funds for the Maui wildfire. And then, afterwards, we're going to read that comment section.
We were so concerned about what was happening in Maui that we were texting back and forth. And I read this article that Dolly Parton had given money in her community. And I said, I think this is the answer. You said, I think that's the answer.
I said, I love it.
And so we have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now. So if you send a donation, just click where you see below and send a donation. That money is going to go to one of many residents who have been displaced in Maui, we guarantee.
That's right. I know a lot of people out there, as Oprah and I have been finding, are just having a hard time trusting where the money goes. What organizations should I send money to? How can I help? In this case, the fund that we created with a lot of hard work from a lot of hardworking people who all care about these people of Maui. As Oprah was saying, it is a clean, direct from you directly to their hands and right away with some real immediacy, because as we're finding, as you guys around the world know, with disasters like this, the number one need is money.
Is money.
In hand.
And so people being able to have their own agency, being able to make decisions for themselves about what they need and what their family needs, that's our goal, is to get that to the people now. And so we appreciate any support that you can give. All the people who were calling me and texting me and messaging me and saying, what do I do? What do I do? This is what you do.
You know.
The People's Fund of Maui.
Seems holistic enough, like they really are concerned about the people of Maui, right? But before I even decide to respond, just look at how the people responded.
Oprah, come here, baby. Come here, baby. You asking for relief aid to those poor people in Maui that lost everything. Ain't them your neighbors? I mean, you used to be giving away stuff on your show. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Why can't you reach into your $2 billion net worth and say, you get relief, you get relief, you get relief? Instead, you down here asking me for money. Back to school just started and we as parents are wiped out. Half of us just got our job back since COVID. I know it's been a long time since you've been broke, But let me just tell you that the prices in the 90s when you was broke are not today's prices, baby. And then you got the nerve to come down here and ask me for money with your own personal bodyguard who's easily worth $800 million alone. I know at least between the two of y'all can both come up with about $2 million to help your neighbors out. I mean, Oprah, it ain't even like you gotta pay a deductible on your insurance because your property wasn't touched. Between you and the president only giving $700 to those poor people, I don't know who worse. Nah, we gotta get Joe out of there, man.
Look, the only relief Oprah finna get is tax relief. I'm just finna start ringing off some of these comments. I'm not even gonna post them on the screen. Here we go. Somebody wrote, well said. Do you want their blood money? ? Somebody else said, they are tone deaf for certain people are hurting everywhere. They, of all people, shouldn't be asking. And the last one I'm going to read, right on. And still want to know how much is Ukraine putting up. Man, talk about backfire. I will post this one, though. Somebody said, true. I found that 99% of charities today are fronts for money laundering. I'm just like, man, where's the government? We got the money for a country across the world, but not for our own people? Weird. I'm telling you, man, they don't get to feel the Lionomics, not the Bidenomics, y'all know. They don't get to feel how the Lionomics really feel at the end of the week when you get paid and you have to really choose between dinner and traveling back to work to make more money to get dinner. Whew. Now, this next clip, I'm going to need y'all to watch this one to the end.
So if you send a donation, just click now.
Did I just witness what I think I witnessed? Please don't tell me I just saw a billionaire standing next to a multi-millionaire begging the average everyday citizen for donations that can barely get by due to a real-life recession, living paycheck to paycheck, barely can pay rent, barely can put food on the table for our families, okay? Living in a real-life recession in a country where our president is giving away all our resources to another country for money. If you two don't go take your Hollywood elite behinds to your other Hollywood elite friends and politician buddies that got millions like you do and billions and get all that money together and help out Maui, you are out your damn mind. Please don't insult our intelligence like that. And after you guys do all of that, you will have enough money to help the rest of us. Out of here with that. The nerve.
I mean, I would like to think that that was satirical. And just to be fair, I don't know whether they donated towards the Maui fires or not. So let me just make sure I put that out there. Somebody wrote, Oprah alone could give them land and rebuild their homes without even noticing the change in the lifestyle. It's like the nerve, man. But I will say this, she's not wrong, and I'm glad she made that Ukraine comparison. Now, just to be fair, I would like to think that they at least have a heart to be able to donate towards the fund as well. I just want to assume that off top, for sure. But I just look at it like this. For the rich, it's more of a charity, you know. But for people who are in this Lionomics economy, living paycheck to paycheck, man, it's hard for them to be giving money away. At the end of the day, regardless of us feeling some sort of way about the celebrities who chose to do this, we gotta be at least appreciative that the idea is put out there. It does not mean that you can't feel no type of way about how they felt, but y'all know, man, I try to stay level-headed about these things. Aside from that, this video is making love connections. This guy said, I found my future wife. Now, I know I done tried to look at everything on the bright side, right? But before anybody go crazy and donate, watch this.
I keep seeing videos about The Rock and Oprah raising money for the Maui Fund. My name's Ashley. I've been a professional fundraiser for over 20 years. I think like 25 plus at this point. Let me explain something to you. The word fund means that it is a fund or a bank account, if you will, inside of a nonprofit. A nonprofit is managing it. What nonprofit is it? I will tell you. The Entertainment Industry Foundation. This is a fund. The Maui Fund is within the Entertainment Industry Foundation. I read a lot of 990s on my page. I haven't in a while, but let's look at it. A 990 is the tax return, if you will, that every nonprofit has to submit, just like we submit our taxes. And every nonprofit's 990 is open for public inquiry.
By the way, sidebar, people actually in my comments be bothered about me going,
literally says that on the 990, open for public inquiry. So let's inquire. When you go to the fund's website, they're saying that they're going to give $1,200 for each adult who lives in either Lahaina or Kula. I don't know what the duration of that 1,200 is, and then you also have to verify that you actually live there. It could be a homeowner or a renter, but you cannot own property there and not live there. You're not going to be qualified. The form for residents to apply looks great. This is actually a really big deal to implement from a nonprofit perspective. The only thing I don't like, and all these nonprofits do this, none of your business. It's none of your business if anybody's receiving state or federal benefits. It's not your business. I don't know why nonprofits ask for this data. Here's more information about the fund. I love that they have an accessibility thing down here. You know, if you have trouble filling it out, you need help, you can call this number. That's awesome. Every single nonprofit, as long as they filed their taxes, will have a 990 available. You can either go on an IRS website or you can go to ProPublica, which is my personal favorite. Do not go to any of these other websites, in my opinion, because they're just fishing for your address when this is publicly available information. And ProPublica doesn't bug me about that stuff. So this is their tax filing from 2021. These are the salaries of the executives. There are 13 executives that get paid a total of $3,211,292. Listed in the 990, there are 29 individuals that also receive over $100,000 in compensation, which leaves 69 employees left, because they state in their 990 they have 98 total employees. That leaves 69 employees with an average salary of $64,527. Based off what they've said in this video, Oprah and The Rock have created a special fund, and every single dollar that is donated to this Maui fund that's managed by the Entertainment Industry Foundation is going to go to this cause. It's just like setting up a special bank account just for certain expenses. That's really what that means. A lot of people are like, oh, why don't they donate their own money? Y'all are absolutely right. Statistically speaking, 90% of your donations are going to come from 10% of your donors. So I don't know why the public is being asked, but, you know, to each his own. I do really like the way that the website is. It's difficult to launch something like this very quickly, so I applaud them for that. But just stop asking for people's personal information about the benefits. If you say you're going to help everybody, just help everybody and be done with it. It's nobody else's business.
These days, you got to be very careful who you sending your money to. You know, as long as the people of Maui are getting aid, I don't even care, if I'm being honest. Just think about it. What would the alternative be? Do nothing? And unfortunately, I need y'all to check out this comment. And you're going to see why I said unfortunately. It reads, yep, you can look up almost any charity and you'll find that most of the top, like Red Cross, American Cancer, etc., pay out less than 5%, y'all, of the money that gets contributed. The rest goes to pay for their bloated administrative costs. And the fact that she said professional fundraisers says a lot about the entertainment industry itself.